Hey mathematicians, this is Mrs. Shopper coming to you with a review for your Unit 1 Part 2 test that you're going to be taking tomorrow. That test, I know you can do it. So we're going to practice some examples. Write these down on notebook paper. Don't just watch. I want you interacting. I want you writing things down as we do this so you can practice how to go about these problems. I brought back an order of operations problem just to refocus on the importance of following those steps. When we're looking at this, we're going to start with grouping symbols first. 10 minus 1 is 9. So I'm going to rewrite the rest of it like that. Then when I look within the grouping symbol, I see an exponent. So I've got 2 times the quantity 9 plus 12 minus 9. And now I'm going to work left to right with addition and subtraction. 9 plus 12 is 21. Minus 9 is 12. And 2 times 12 is 24. Now, what I'd like you to do is if you didn't get that finished written down, pause the video, copy this down on your sheet of paper. If it didn't make sense, go back and replay it again. Or ask a question. Okay, take care of yourself, making sure you're going through all the steps and not just trying to zoom through to get it done, right? All the steps. All right, you are amazing, and we're going to use that amazingness when we simplify each of these expressions. Starting with the first one, I'm going to circle in blue my like y terms, and I'm going to circle in green my like x terms. All right? And then I'm going to combine those terms. There's no number in front of the y, so it's a 1, because 1 times y is y. So 1 plus 3 is 4y. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Minus 8 is negative 10x. You can write it this way. You're welcome to write it this way. Or you can write it this way. Those are all options. Now, when you take your assessment on Schoology, it's only going to have one right answer. And so what happens is then I go back in and I adjust your score to fit. So if this was the answer key and you entered this, Schoology is going to mark it wrong, and then I'm going to come in and mark it right. So don't take your score on your quiz until it's an infinite campus. That's the adjusted score. All right, so just be aware of that. And you only need to list one of these, not all of them, just one. These are just different possible solutions. Looking over here, negative the quantity 2x plus 4 plus 9x. With this one, there's no number here. And this is a plus sign. So this 9x has to kind of stand alone for right now. What I'm going to do is put a 1 here, and I'm going to distribute negative 1 to each of those terms. So negative 1 times 2x plus negative 1 times 4. Negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative times positive is negative. 1 times 4 is 4 plus 9x. So I distributed first. Now what I need to do is combine like terms. Negative 2x and positive 9x. And negative 4 stands alone. Negative 2 plus 9 is 7x plus negative 4. Now again, there's other ways that you can write this value. You could write 7x minus 4 or negative 4 plus 7x. Any of these work, right? So if you haven't gotten all of this copied down on your notebook paper, pause the video and then come back for the next couple problems. All right, here we go. You have got this. We are going to do some more work with distributing and simplifying expressions, okay? So over here, I see 10 times the quantity, 6 minus 2x. 10 times 6, 10 times 2x. 10 times 6 minus 10 times 2x. 10 times 6 is 60, minus 2 times 10 is 20x. 60 minus 2x. Again, multiple ways to write it. Made a mistake there. Plus negative 20x. Negative 20x plus 60. Any one of these work. 3b, we've got 5 times the quantity, 3x plus 7 plus 6x. So looking over on this one, we're going to take 5 times 3x, 5 times 7. So 5 times 3x plus 5 times 7 plus 6x. 5 times 3x is 15x plus 5 times 7 is 35 plus 6x. 15, oh, I gotta color them. I didn't do that before. 15x and 6x combined and 35 combined. 15 plus 6 is 21x plus 35. You could also write 35 plus 21x. Because addition is commutative, and that means the order in which you add two things doesn't change the sum. And the sum is the answer to an addition problem. All right, we're going to keep practicing this. What I need you to do is think positively. Okay, think positive. You've got this. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. This is a little different because the 6 is back here. This is multiplication. This is addition. That's how I figure out which one I distribute by. So 6 times 3x, 6 times negative 7. This is addition. This is not multiplication. So this 10 needs to come hang out for a little bit. It's got to wait its turn. 6 times 3x minus 6 times 7. How did I know it was minus? Because here's a subtraction sign. So 10 plus 18x minus 42. I'm going to combine my like terms. 10 and minus 42 and 18x. 10 minus 42 is negative 32 plus 18x. Then you can also write it as 18x minus 32 or 18x plus negative 32. Those are all possible answers. 4b, what I want you to do is pause the video, try it, then unpause the video and watch how to do it. Did you pause it? If you didn't, you should pause it. I want you to try it. Pause it. All right. Welcome back. Let's see how you did with this one. So this is subtraction. This is multiplication. So we need to do that multiplication first. Okay? So I'm going to add up and I'm going to distribute negative 7. So 14 plus negative 7 times x plus negative 7 times 4. Negative 7 times x is negative 7x. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28. 14 minus 7x plus negative 28. We're going to combine like terms. 14 plus negative 28 is negative 14 minus 7x. You can write it as negative 14 plus negative 7x, or negative 7x minus 14, or negative 7x plus negative 14. Look at all these different ways you can write your answer, right? Make sure you have all of this written down. Pause your video if you need to. Get this all written down, and we're going to jump into the very last one, okay? So here we go. We're going to take that negative 4 and distribute it to both the x and the 1. So negative 4 times x, and if you want to add up, that's totally fine. Negative 4 times x plus negative 4 times 1. 7x just has to wait its turn. Negative 4x plus negative times positive is negative. 4 times 1 is 4. 7x minus 4x. Like terms. X and x and the negative 4. 7 minus 4 is 3x plus negative 4. And again, you can write it a couple different ways. It's good to get in this habit so you can recognize all the different possible answers. Again, only one needs to be included on your assessment. I'm going to go back and double check them. So, just letting you see the different ways you can write it. Last one, let's do this. Last one, here we go. We're going to take this 2 and we're going to distribute it to both terms inside the grouping symbol. We've got 2 times 8x minus 2 times 5 plus 5x. 2 times 8x is 16x minus 2 times 5 is 10 plus 5x. 16, we're going to combine the like terms. We have 16x and 5x. 16 plus 5 is 21x minus 10. That's my answer. Again, 21x plus negative 10, or negative 10 plus 21x. Okay? Take your time on your assessment. Please, 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 take your time. All right? We don't want a whole lot of silly mistakes. We want to make sure that what we're doing is accurate. Make sure that you're showing your steps, because you're going to need to submit that at the end of your assessment. You've got this, kiddos. Good luck, mathematicians.